We've got Dwayne Lewis, head basketball coach at Washington High School. And Coach, we're talking about 10 years now as a head coach, 2 different stints.
Yeah.
Is it still special? Is it still, get you motivated?
Yes, it's a very special place. Enjoy being at Washington. Just being at Washington. My coach was a Booker T. Washington graduate from New Orleans, and I've always had a personal relationship with him. So to be here, I kind of foster the same type of environment. So I love it there. Love it there.
This time of year, there's always a lot of excitement, enthusiasm. So what has you excited about your team?
A different group and a different style of basketball. And they want to learn. They're very hungry. They're very competitive. So that makes it, a little bit interesting. Walking in the gym, walking on the floor, you see these guys want to learn so much more than they already have. So it kind of motivates me to want to teach them more. So I'm finding myself going back and polishing up on some things and reintroducing some things that we've done in the past that people haven't seen. So it's been very refreshing to have a different style, but still have same competitive type of spirit.
First of all, how many guys you have back from last year?
We have 3 guys back from last year. Only 2 have somewhat of varsity experience.
A whole totally new roster. Really, who are you going to play? So style-wise, what's going to be different?
More competitive. We can play a little more chippier, play a little more grit. We're getting up and down a little bit more. It's playing with more numbers. We'll probably play 12 easily. So that's been a little different. And guys, they bought into it. They bought into it, maximize on your effort while you're on the floor, because you won't be sitting down long. We're just going to keep running and keep it moving.
Who are some of the guys that are going to be your leaders? Who are some of the guys we should look out for?
Adam Griffin is stepping out as a playmaker. Nick Freeman is turning into a sound point guard. But everybody is picking up on a role of some kind. We're a very fast team, and they don't mind playing that way. So it's kind of like whoever can get us going, the team is willing to accept whoever that guy is. We'll just play off for that guy, and we'll just keep it moving.
With so many new players, even if you have a lot of talent, sometimes it takes a little while to build that chemistry and get them to do what you want them to do. What are you seeing so far? Is it going to be a little work in progress?
We're young, so we still got some growing pains to go. We still got plenty of growing pains to go. But as a group, they've accepted the fact that this is how we're going to play, and they don't really care who steps out as a leading scorer, who steps out as a leading rebounder, who steps out as a leading defender. This group don't seem to mind. As long as you get on the floor and compete, this group will accept you.
How about the district and the other teams? How you kind of handicap, the challenges, the big ones to look out for this year?
I think Choctaw is always going to be competitive. Pine Forest is always going to be competitive. Pine Forest, I think, in our district is bringing back the most experience. We talk about playoff style, playoff caliber team. For us, all that's going to be brand new. The one thing that we may have in common is just me as a coach, kind of playing against those guys and having somewhat of a feel for what they're going to do. But this team is accepting me as a coach as far as what we're teaching. They're not. There's no back and forth haggling. They're like, okay, if this is what we need to do, we rolling with how you say do it.
As a coach, I know that's what you want, right? You want
very refreshing. Yeah. For the most part, I was very surprised at how fast they're coming together for a young team. But I'm very pleased with them accepting the fact that it's not going to work unless we all get on the same page. So we just got to chip away at, taking our learning lessons as we go along. But they're very competitive. They're accepting all challenges, and they're willing to come in and learn every day.
We know in this area, often overlooked for basketball, over the years, but we know the type of players that come out of here. So what's misunderstood about the level and the kind of basketball players we have in this area?
That they can't compete at the next level. That's very misunderstood about the kids in this area. We have some of the greatest football on the north end of the state. That's never a secret. But in some of those football players, we have some very good basketball players too. I just don't think we promote it enough as we promote other sports. But most of the guys that I've seen, and not just at the school with me, they're competing very well beyond high school. So I think, the misunderstanding that our guys can't compete in basketball beyond high school, I think that's very misunderstood. So I expect to see a lot of things. We got some guys now that are competing very well. So hopefully within the next few years it'll turn. I know this group of guys we have now, they're going to turn some heads. They're young, they're going to turn some heads.
I look forward to watching it. Dwayne, good luck this year.
Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you. Good to see you.
And somebody do work.